excited because I realized just how well it fit our organization. Because after attending so many of these events and spending weekends, summers with JSAers, I've realized that JSA really is about the people. So when analyzing the past 4 years that I've spent with JSA, many names come to mind, many that might not be familiar to you, but I think that in my last address, as I finally leave JSA as a whole, I at least have to acknowledge the different people that have had an impact on my JSA career. And I hope that in mentioning them, at least you can think of some of the people that have impacted your experience in JSA. At my first JSA convention in fall state of 2008, I arrived to my room and I opened up the door and saw a pair of combat boots on the floor. And out of the bathroom popped a scary guy wearing camouflage. And I wanted to run, but in 2 weeks I found that T.S. Allen, our former governor, soon became one of my best friends and one of my greatest mentors in JSA. And that very year I also learned from Julie Revo, the current governor of that year, and Becca Toback, many of the ins and outs of this organization, and they were actually the two that encouraged me to run for lieutenant governor and governor. Of course, I have to thank Lauren Chinoni, somebody that became a very good friend of mine at the Montezuma Leadership Conference in 2009, and ever since has become one of my best friends. I mean, we talk every day. I mean, if I answer her calls. Seriously. And she has a haircut, which I really appreciate. But, I mean, I love Lauren, and it's been a pleasure working with her, and I'm really going to be sad to leave her, but I know she's going to do a great job as the next governor of the Southeast Territory. Adrian Harville, someone that I actually met at Fall State last year, and ever since has become my very best friend. Spending weekends driving up to West Palm Beach just to hang out with her, and I mean, it's kind of sad because I think about it and I'm like, well, the 3 people I actually talked to are all in JSA. But, I mean, that's not bad. Leah Cromwell. She's the governor of the Northeast State, and I met her at the Council of Governors last year, and she also became one of my best friends. And I'm really excited for Adrian to actually go up to college with her next year. Brent Levenzi, a person that I got to know at Winter Congress last year, ended up staying at his house for a week this summer, and then going to Wegmans grocery store to hang out with Alex Buckler and Max Levinson. Raja Gupta. I'm going to college with him next year, and I go to Council of Governors, and I just call him Raja.
I can't even think.
Tony Castagnoli, who I also worked with at Winter Congress along with Raja. We were the 3 governors that coordinated this year's Winter Congress. The Midwest, Southeast, Ohio, River Valley one. And just working with the 2 of them was an absolute pleasure and made this year just so much better. Issy Figueroa, one of the other governors, Jay Meady, Matt Saunders, Theo Jones. There were just too many people on national JSA to name that have had an impact on my JSA career. Within my own chapter, Brandon Slotkin, Lauren Feilish, Costin Angel, these people have all had an incredible impact on me. Lauren sometimes can be a little critical of me, but I think that she does it in a funny way that everyone appreciates. I mean, she's become one of my best friends. Brandon Slotkin for always sticking around doing debates and being as boring as possible.
Roasted.
And just everyone from Nova High School has had an incredible impact on my JSA career. Before Lindsay arrived, we also had a program director named Jessica Walters, who also had an incredible impact on JSA for me. She kind of guided me along during my first 2 years in JSA, and also encouraged me to run for office. At the JSA Princeton Institute this summer, I met Skanda Armanik, who I stayed in his dorm this year, in February, and he actually convinced me to apply to Columbia, where I'm going next year. Lori Olstein, who has taught me everything I know. Rachel Brown, Sean Russell, Rachel Weber, within Southeast JSA. Everyone from Coral Springs Christian Academy, Kat Edmonds, TJ Littlejohn, Carrie Barnhill. Kat Hollander from the Academy of the Lakes, Lynn Regelovich, everyone. Jane Nam from the Pacific Northwest, Nam. Amerigo Capo, Mr. Burnett, Mr. Mills, everyone from King High School. Christian Sumler. Andrew Roach, Raiden Smith, Layden, Frank Geller, Justine Cardenas, Nikki Malani, Connor Smith, Antonia Hyman,
Baker!
Jeff Harris, and everybody else that has impacted my JSA career and has made this organization the best that it can possibly be. I know that while I may be leaving, there are going to be plenty of people in this organization that will continue to make it great. But I also have to thank Lindsay Bowen, who runs conventions and marathons, and has made JSA just so much of an easier experience. She's guided us along the way. She's gone to pre-con. She's been on the phone with us on late Sunday nights just going over agenda edits, and I could not be more thankful for the guidance that she's given us over the past 2 years. JSA has taken me from coast to coast, state to state, from Montezuma to Manalapan, from Harish Sriram to Rachel Zupan. Through JSA, I've been able to experience firsthand the power of personal connection, of not just being the people, but being with the people, who are ready to make this world a better place for all of us. Among us, there will be journalists, diplomats, politicians, doctors, lawyers, moms, dads, teachers. There will be writers, filmmakers, musicians, movers, shakers, and doers. There will be colleagues, there will be friends. After 4 years with this organization, I know that I will be forever grateful. Thank you for the incredible opportunity over the past 4 years, and have a great rest of your weekend.